So you have a Samsung Galaxy S20 and you have an issue where your camera, where it's like it won't focus, or maybe it's blurry, or maybe it pretty much has like a black screen like this, and it doesn't matter if it's on the back side or even the front side here. Doesn't matter if it's on photo or video or whatnot. Anyways, I'm gonna give you guys 10 solutions to get you up and running right now, and by the end of this video, at least 80% of you guys should have a working camera, okay? So step number one, it's possible that your lens could be smudged or smeared with debris or sweat or anything like that. Go ahead and grab like a soft cloth like this, and you just make sure you go ahead and clean the lens like that. You can use, it's preferred to use like a soft cloth like this, but you can also use your shirt or like a paper towel, or even like a towel as well, okay? Go ahead and make sure that's nice and clean, and then go ahead and open up your camera, and then go ahead and see if it's in working order, okay? If not, we're gonna go to step number two. Step number two, let's just go ahead, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and close the camera app so it's not running in the background. So go ahead and go to the bottom left-hand side, see those three vertical lines? Tap on that, and then what you wanna do is go ahead and find your camera if you have it on, and you can go ahead and just swipe up to close it, or to make it easier, if you wish, you can just close all. So there's nothing in the no apps running in the background right now. So go ahead and open up your camera now, and then see if you're able to focus, or if it's no longer blurry or a black screen, okay? Hopefully you're up and running now. If not, we're gonna go to the third step. So for this next step here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and force stop your camera, okay? So first thing you gotta do is we're gonna go into settings here. So go into your settings app. And then from here, you want to go ahead and scroll down, and you want to look for apps right here. Tap on apps. Now we want to go ahead and look for camera. Everything is in alphabetical order. So here's camera here. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap on camera. We're not going to tap on the settings, okay? We're going to tap on camera right here. Tap on that, and on the bottom right-hand side, it says force stop. Go ahead and tap on force stop. Click on OK. Now go ahead and open up your camera and see if you're up and running. If not, we're going to go to the next step. So the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and reset the camera settings, okay? So again, what we want to do is go into the camera settings here. So go back into your settings app right there, and then from here we're going to go again, we're going to go into apps. Here's apps right here, and then we're going to look for camera again. It's in alphabetical order. Here's camera here. Now this time, instead of clicking over here, we're going to click on the settings icon right here, the gear icon. So tap on that, and now second from the bottom, if we go all the way down, we can see reset settings, okay? So go ahead and tap on that, and it says right here, camera settings will be reset. Okay, let's go ahead and tap on reset right there. Perfect. Open up your camera and see if it is now working. If not, we're going to go to the next step. So for this next step here, what we're going to do is we're going to force the S20 to restart. How you do that? Very, very simple. With the phone on, you want to press and hold two buttons simultaneously. You're going to hold the volume down button and the power button. Press and hold both buttons at the same time. Wait till you see the Galaxy logo appear, then go ahead and let go. You're basically restarting it, but it's a forced restart, okay? So right now, my phone is on, volume down, power button. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Press and hold both buttons. Do not let go until we see the Samsung Galaxy logo appear. I'm still holding on both buttons. Do not let go. Still holding, waiting for that Galaxy logo to appear. Still holding. Still holding. Finally, there it is. Go ahead and let go. Wait for the phone to go ahead and boot back up. Once it's back up, open up your camera, and hopefully you are finally up and running. If not, we're going to go to the next step. So the next thing we're going to try to do here is we're going to wipe the cache partition. Wiping the cache partition just basically deletes like temporary files that you don't need anyway. A lot of times, not only can it help the camera by wiping the cache partition, but if you ever have other issues, like where your phone starts to freeze or becomes like laggy or kind of like really slow to respond, wiping the cache partition can help that out. It's always good to do wipe your cache partition every like 2 weeks to like a few months, okay? Once you start feeling that your phone is typically starting to get kind of like laggy or buggy, then you can do the wipe cache partition. A lot of times it'll help the camera as well, okay? So we're gonna wipe the cache partition here. First thing is we need to turn off the phone. So bring up the power off menu. You can just volume down and power button, press and hold both buttons at the same time, and just wait for the power off menu to appear right here. We're gonna go ahead and turn the phone off completely first. And then once the phone is off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to hold two buttons simultaneously, okay? And it's gonna be the volume up, power button, okay? Volume up, power button. So up, power button, ready? One, phone is off, volume up, power button, ready? 1, 2, 3, press and hold both buttons. Do not let go until we are actually into the, I'm still holding on to the both buttons, okay? Don't let go until we're actually into the Android recovery menu here, which is right here, all right? So from here, we're gonna go down to where it says wipe cache partition. Use the volume rockers up and down. And what we wanna do is we wanna go down to where it says wipe cache partition right here, okay? To select it, go ahead and tap on the power button right there. Now, are you sure you wanna do this? It cannot be undone. You're only deleting the temporary files that you really don't even need anyway. Anyways, it's highlighted on no right now. Let me just go down one to yes, and now I'm gonna go ahead and tap on the power button, select it, and watch how fast this is. Okay, wipe complete, so you can see down there, perfect. Now it defaults you back up to reboot system now, that's perfect. Let's go ahead and tap on the power button. So it's gonna restart the phone. Once your phone's back up and running, open up your camera, and hopefully you guys are now up and running. If not, we're gonna go to the next step. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and boot the phone into safe mode, okay? If we boot it into safe mode, basically what that is doing is gonna disable all third-party apps. All third-party apps that you downloaded, it's gonna be disabled because a lot of times you have issues with your camera because of an app that you downloaded, okay? Sometimes, a lot of times for myself, I noticed like a lot of the flashlight apps that I downloaded interfered with my regular camera. A couple times before, I had actually the issue was it was my WhatsApp app. What I had to do was uninstall my WhatsApp app. The camera worked fine, and then I reinstalled WhatsApp, and then for some reason, even after I reinstalled it, then the camera was still working as well. All right. So let's go ahead and boot this into the safe mode. Go ahead with the phone on. Just press the volume down and power button. Bring up the power off menu. Right here. Next thing we want to do now is we just want to press and hold the power off. Press and hold, you'll get a message here. It says safe mode. Let's go ahead and just tap that. It's going to boot us into safe mode. We will know that we are in safe mode when the bottom left hand side says safe mode. So give this a second here. All right, it's booting back up. Okay, now we can see it says safe mode down here. So we know that we are in safe mode. So go ahead and log in. Let's go ahead and log in here. So you can see that we're in safe mode here. Okay, now from here, what I want you to do is open up the camera, okay? But you can see right now, you can see all my third-party apps, they're all disabled right now, okay? So go ahead and open up your camera. Now, go ahead and give it a try. If it's on the backside issue, hopefully you have no more issues. Even check the front side here, the selfie side, okay? Now, if you have no issue now with the camera, then the culprit is most likely an app that you actually downloaded. So what you have to do is figure out when you started having those camera issues, and then what you want to do is go ahead and uninstall that particular app. So for instance, if the last app that you downloaded was WhatsApp, when you started having those camera problems, go to your WhatsApp or whatever app and just press and hold, and then you want to go ahead and tap on uninstall. You want to uninstall it completely. You can uninstall the apps while in safe mode, or even if you're out of safe mode, okay? To get out of safe mode, just go ahead and bring up the power off menu again, like this, and just go ahead and tap on restart. And then once it boots back up, you should be out of safe mode. So just remember, if you're in safe mode and your camera is working fine, again, it's most likely one of your apps that is causing the issue, one of the third-party apps that you actually downloaded. Anyways, hopefully you are up and running. If not, we're going to go to the next step, okay? So the next step here is called the tap method. And what you want to do is, what you can do is, if you want to, you can go ahead and bring up the camera like this. And then basically what you want to do is you want to start tapping, okay? You just kind of want to tap. And sometimes, like, you know, if it's like blurry or black screen, sometimes when you start tapping like this, all of a sudden it'll focus correctly, or the black screen will go away. You can actually see something on the screen, okay? So, but what I typically do is I just leave it off so it doesn't go all funny, and just use 2 fingers and just tap on the screen all over, okay? Tap on the screen all over, just like this. You kind of want to go kind of hard. You can even just go ahead and turn it off like this and just tap it kind of hard all over. Same thing on the back, all around the lens as well, okay? Tap on the lens, because a lot of times what happens is you have something that's dislodged slightly, and this will actually pop it back into place, okay? All over just like this. Remember, the front of the screen too. Once you do that, fire up your camera, and hopefully you guys are up and running. If not, we're going to go to the next step. So the next step here, I call this the massage method. What you want to do is you want to use 2 fingers and press on the screen all over and on the back, okay? You can always use like a cloth or paper towel, or even a towel if you don't put smudge marks on your phone. But anyways, what you want to do is press in like this. Go all over the corner, all over, flip it over as well, and we want to go ahead and press with both thumbs here, basically giving the phone a nice massage. And sometimes I kind of have to like go both ways like this, okay? I'm pressing on both sides of the phone simultaneously. Go ahead and do that for a while. Then go ahead and fire up your camera, and hopefully you're up and running. If not, we're going to go to the next step. So the next step here is actually the last step, and I call this the smack method. Why? Because you got to smack the phone. So go ahead and we're going to start smacking the phone on the back here. Also on the bottom of the back. Also on the screen, the front of the screen, also on the bottom of the screen. Give that a couple whacks, fire up your camera, and hopefully you guys are up and running. Now, at least 80% of you guys should be up and running. Now, if you're not, sometimes what I would do is go through every single step again, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times, okay? Anyways, if this worked for you, let me know what step or which combination of steps worked for you. If it didn't work for you, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. Remember, this should be at least a 80% thumbs up, all right? Good luck, guys.